The pace of life seems to be ever accelerating, and choices about what to eat are abundant and often overwhelming. So it becomes essential to reflect on our relationship with food and how we approach our meals. Sometimes people really struggle with wanting to eat something, but they tell themselves, I can't have that. That results in the idea that something is bad. And if you have it, which ultimately you will, trust me, you will punish yourself for it. And it creates this nasty cycle of eating, punishing, talking down on yourself, hating yourself, and all of that then leads to more eating. This is a huge topic that I cover in my Overcoming Emotional Eating course. Anyway, this is how I lost all my weight without realizing it. Diets end, but lifestyles don't. No way was I, an almost 400-pound, food-addicted food lover, giving up pizza, cake, and whiskey. Not a chance. I wanted to learn how to incorporate it. So I developed a lifestyle instead of a diet that would end once I got to a certain weight. If I eliminated foods or carbs and lost weight, when the diet ended or failed, as it so often did, I would add back the bad stuff and then gain weight. And that's how I spent my whole life. For me, I found if I couldn't have something, I wanted it more. If I said no to the brownie, I would obsess about the brownie, and ultimately I'd eat the brownie as well as the rest of the pan of brownies. It's a really unhealthy way to think, but I would say to myself, I have to eat it because I can't have it, and I have to eat it all because I'll never have it again. Which is kind of like when you're going to start a diet on a Monday. So Sunday night, you have a last supper. It's my last chance to have this food I love, so the last supper mentality is equally dangerous. Now, I don't say no to anything as long as I've said yes to the really good things. I'm also finding more often than not, all I need is a taste and I'm good. It's quite an incredible thing, really. I've also stopped viewing any foods as bad because when I do have them, I punish myself. Lots of self-loathing and sometimes punishment with more bad. Now I categorize food as food, better food, and best food. This is considered permission-based eating. Permission-based eating is a concept that encourages mindful and intentional approaches to our food choices. It involves granting ourselves the permission to enjoy the foods we love without guilt or judgment or shame, while also recognizing the importance of balance and moderation. It's about fostering a positive and healthy relationship with food, acknowledging that nourishing our bodies is not just a physical necessity, but for a lot of people, dare I say everybody, it's also a deeply psychological and emotional one. In today's fast-paced society, we are bombarded with conflicting messages about what we should eat and shouldn't eat. Fad diets and restrictive eating patterns often dominate the conversation, leading many people to feel a sense of guilt or shame around their food choices. This can create an unhealthy cycle of restriction followed by indulgence, perpetuating a negative relationship with food. It's an awful place to be if you've ever been in it. Permission-based eating encourages us to break free from that cycle. It empowers us to make choices based on our individual needs and preferences rather than succumbing to external pressures or societal expectations. Society, always a problem. By giving ourselves permission to enjoy a wide variety of foods in moderation, we can cultivate a sustainable and balanced approach to eating that promotes both physical and mental well-being. Permission-based eating encourages us to listen to our bodies and trust our own internal cues. It's kind of about tuning into hunger and fullness signals rather than adhering strictly to external rules. This approach creates a sense of autonomy and self-awareness, allowing us to make choices that align with our unique needs and preferences. We need to try to remember that food is not just fuel. It's a source of pleasure, comfort, and social connection. Permission-based eating reminds us that it's okay to savor the flavors that we love and to celebrate the cultural and social aspects of sharing a meal with other people. Permission-based eating doesn't mean you have to eat the food. You don't. It just means that you can if you want to. Once you can get into the mindset of permission-based eating, it's quite freeing what it does to you. I've actually found more often than not, I am not interested in having it just because I can. It's not always my first choice anymore. If you would like any more information about any of our health or lifestyle coaching packages, please feel free to message the page here or email us at info@bemehealth.ca. Thanks for watching.